Welcome, Scorpio, to your love reading for the week of the 21st to the 27th of 2019, January. All right. So I'm going to break it down throughout the week, Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday through Friday, then Saturday and Sunday. All right. We're going to look into Monday and Tuesday's energies first. All right. So Monday and Tuesday, of course, I shuffle off camera. You know me. So Monday and Tuesday, we do have the moon in Leo, and there's a lunar eclipse Sunday, Monday. In Leo, activating your 10th house of career, public status, focusing on career, maybe put in some hard work, some changes, and knowing that you might need to make some changes and might not need to focus on your love relationship so much within those 2 days. However, it's going to kind of be an overdrive. Your emotions, the Five of Wands is showing up, and that is definitely conflict. Sometimes physical altercations or petty squabbles and things like that between you and a certain person. I feel like many of you are alone. You might be isolating yourself from somebody, and you might also feel isolated from another person. This fire sign continues to come out. So this is a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got Virgo showing up, and then Leo for some. But she's been sticking with y'all for some time. It's not always her that's popping out, but she might affect you in some way. Could be a moon sign or rising sign, but a lot of competition, stress, anger management issues and frustration, maybe bipolar or getting angry with you. This might pull out that rage within you as well. And then there's the energy of kind of stating your case, or if you were in some kind of confrontation or will be Monday and Tuesday, then you go into hiding and you're trying to do your best of letting go of resentment, letting go of the past. Maybe that person is holding on to resentment from you, which is causing you to feel guilty, feel stressed out, because it's like having to leave the home or move out or move away from that particular person, male or female. It just depends. So Virgo, Leo, and then this another fire sign might be there, but then all having different issues of competition, maybe financially, some money concerns might be there. So there's this thing of kind of holding on or waiting away and not wanting to get into this conflict. Somebody, sometimes you might get hurt or might be ill and you're trying to heal or just keep a low profile from what's been going on. So I feel like there might be intensity there. You got 2 5s showing up. So conflict, stress, but these things can lead to clearer energy later down the line. So that's Monday and Tuesday. And it could be dealing with somebody that you work with, because this is the 10th house being activated. So that's Monday and Tuesday. So Wednesday through Friday, we do have the moon in Virgo, and that does activate your 11th house. So friendships, who's good for you? Are they true? Are they loyal? Are they being honest? Is it good communication? Can you trust those friends? So when the Ace of Wands is showing up in love, I feel like there's this new attraction that you might have, the sexual impulse or attraction that you have to someone, which could be causing you to stay, because if that's the case, I feel like many of you will have this impulse to move. That's the action that many of you need to take. That's what's coming to me, because it's not healthy, and some of you might be laying right next to that person, or you're even alone, and then it's causing you to be moody or being frustrated, and you're trying to make an emotional decision to do what's best for you right now and not have so many options or be confused about whoever this person might be. You got an Aries, this is the Emperor in reverse. Then you got the worries, you're trying to move on from them and say they are how they are. Some of you might feel like your partner is thinking about you in that way, where you just aren't really doing what you need to do to get things done. So it's going to take dedication, a lot of hard work, and then being able to make judgment calls and get away from the stress and stop going around in circles. And as you kind of clear things up, you can move on from whoever this might be. I feel someone may have been kind of holding you back. You might have made plans, but then you make mistakes, and financially you're being drained and maybe kind of being controlled in some way. I feel for some that might be the case, but I feel like pay attention to the idea or the impulse to know that you need to move out or move away or fix up the home or do something that removes you from this frustrating situation. All right. So that does deal with that 11th house, and friendships might have some kind of, you can maybe go to a friend, communicate with them, ask them about that idea, ask them to research or help you out. You can do the same thing. So there might be some issues there. All right, so that is going to be Wednesday through Friday, and this Queen of Swords is showing up. So two different people that you might be involved with. That's a air sign. All right, so be careful about the temptation, and then staying somewhere where you're not happy or satisfied. All right, so that's Wednesday through Friday. Then we have Saturday and Sunday. The moon will be in Libra, and that does activate your 12th house of secrets, sorrows, and closure. It seems like you might want to be closing out a chapter with somebody. Again, these are cycles as we move day to day, week to week, month to month. Cycles open, they can end, but we have the opportunity to complete something or go back to it to see if there's unfinished business. Doesn't matter if we're in retrograde, Mercury retrograde or not. These things just happen depending on your decision. So the King of Swords is showing up, your truth. So the process was to move on or talk about moving away from this person that's following you around in the reading again, who is you have that air sign, and then you have the Queen of Wands fire sign showing up, and Aries is there as well. So trying to do your best to communicate your needs, focus on you, letting bygones be bygones, forgiving, releasing any pent up emotions and frustration. And I feel like there might be communication from someone from the past, which is heartbreaking for you. It could be your wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, but then there's this frustration. Some of you might need to speak to a counselor or someone that can help you out, because we can always get a different objective from somebody that's on the outside looking in, and not someone that's already in the midst of your situation, which can't see it objectively. So the Eight of Swords is showing up again as an energy of you kind of hiding, but also still being independent, and maybe communicating or even asking for help, or even giving others advice. But make sure that if you're giving advice out, that you're trying your best to practice what you might be preaching. So there is an energy of communication there, but something with the past, somebody from the past. But then there's heartbreak because someone could have hurt you, and then there's healing, speaking about something that really stings. All right, bad memories or something that's been going on. So it seems like something is very toxic here, and a lot of you might need to take your time to reevaluate whether or not this is something for you. All right, don't feel like you're beholden to someone else because of whatever connection it might be. All right, so that is for the weekend. All right, we're gonna look into the romance angels. So for the romance angels, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Again, the storyline is kind of taking some time for you and disconnecting from whoever you might be around or connected to. Sometimes this is you speaking to that person in private and taking some time away from other people. But to me, if there is a divorce or there's some kind of pending separation that you're thinking about, this is part of you being disconnected from that person and taking some time for you to try to figure out what to do. So just take your time this week. Much love to you, much light. I wish you the very best. And you can always go to the website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for you. So have a good one.